Welcome to our deep dive into one of the most enduring and complex conflicts of our time, the Palestine-Israel conflict. To truly understand the present, we must journey into the past, where the roots of this conflict took hold. Our story begins in the early 20th century, just after a big war, when the Ottoman Empire fell apart. The League of Nations then asked Britain to look after Palestine. This decision set the scene for a really interesting story full of dreams and conflicts. Lots of Jewish people moved to Palestine, hoping to have a place they could call home. This was all part of the Zionist movement, a group supporting the idea of a Jewish homeland. These events were like the start of a gripping movie, with tensions rising between Jewish and Arab communities. Imagine the backdrop of old buildings and dusty streets as a new chapter begins. The League of Nations gave Britain the job of taking care of Palestine, but little did they know what was coming next. Jewish folks were excited about the chance to make a home in Palestine. This dream spread like wildfire because of the Zionist movement. But as more Jewish people arrived, things got complicated. The harmony between Jews and Arabs was replaced by conflict and disagreement. The story we're telling is like a mix of history and a thrilling drama. Each group had their own dreams and ambitions, and the clash between them was intense. The struggle for identity and a place to belong was real. In this tale, the battleground is not just a physical place, but also the hearts and minds of the people. The struggle unfolds against the beautiful landscapes of Palestine, and the viewer is invited to witness a journey filled with hopes and challenges. The question at the heart of this story is simple: will the dream of a Jewish homeland come true? Or will the Arab community stand firm in keeping their own traditions alive? It's like watching a nail-biting game where the outcome is uncertain and everyone is holding their breath. As the story unfolds, you'll be taken on a trip through time, experiencing the highs and lows of this historical journey. The characters face tough choices, and the consequences of decisions made in the 1900s are felt for years to come. In this captivating adventure, history comes alive for everyone, whether you love learning new things or you're just curious about the past. The story of post-Ottoman Palestine is like a movie that keeps you hooked, revealing secrets and surprises with every scene. The thrilling ride through time, where the past meets the present, and discover the untold story of a land caught between dreams and reality. In the pivotal year of 1947, the international stage was set for a groundbreaking proposal by the United Nations regarding the future of Palestine. The proposal advocated for the partition of the region into separate Jewish and Arab states. However, the response to this proposal was anything but uniform, sparking a chain of events that would significantly alter the course of history. On one side of the divide, the Jewish community embraced the UN plan with open arms, seeing it as a long-awaited opportunity to establish a homeland of their own. The dream of a sovereign Jewish state was now within reach, and they were ready to seize the moment. Conversely, the Arab nations vehemently opposed the partition proposal. To them, the idea of dividing Palestine was an affront to their historical and cultural ties to the land. The stage was thus set for a clash of opposing visions, with tensions reaching a boiling point. The year 1948 witnessed the eruption of the Arab-Israeli War, a conflict born out of the deep-seated disagreements over the proposed partition. The struggle for control and dominance played out in a series of intense and often brutal battles, drawing in not only local forces, but also attracting the attention of the international community. In the aftermath of the war, amidst the scars and echoes of conflict, a historic moment unfolded. The State of Israel was officially established, marking the realization of the long-held dream of a Jewish homeland. The establishment of Israel wasn't just a political development, it was a seismic shift that reverberated across borders and generations. The creation of the State of Israel had profound implications for the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East. It reshaped alliances, triggered waves of displacement, and intensified hostilities between neighboring nations. The repercussions of the Arab-Israeli War echoed through time, shaping the ongoing narrative of the region. The establishment of the State of Israel was a moment of triumph for one community and a moment of sorrow for another. The complexity of emotions and the enduring impact of these events make the aftermath of the 1948 Arab-Israeli War a critical chapter in the history of the Middle East, where the seeds of contemporary conflicts were sown, and the contours of the region were forever changed. Fast forward to 1967, and the Middle East found itself thrust into another momentous chapter, the Six-Day War. This conflict would have far-reaching consequences, particularly altering the territorial dynamics of the region. The Six-Day War unfolded as tensions between Israel and its neighboring Arab states reached a boiling point. In a swift and decisive military campaign, Israel not only defended itself, but also seized control of significant territories. The aftermath of this conflict would cast a long shadow over the region, shaping its future in ways that are felt to this day. As the dust settled on the battlefield, a new reality emerged. Israel had gained control of the West Bank, East Jerusalem, and the Gaza Strip. This development further complicated the already intricate territorial landscape and ignited fresh waves of geopolitical tension. For the Palestinians, 1967 became another pivotal year marked by loss and displacement. The territories captured by Israel were home to many Palestinians, and their lives were upended once again. The consequences of the Six-Day War added another layer of complexity to the ongoing struggles in the region. The acquisition of East Jerusalem, in particular, had profound implications. It meant a shift in the status quo of the city, with significant religious and cultural significance for both Israelis and Palestinians. The repercussions of this change would echo through the years, contributing to the ongoing complexities of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The events of 1967 added a new dimension to the narratives of displacement, resistance, and aspirations for self-determination, making it a critical juncture in the ongoing story of the region. In the later years of the 20th century, the Palestinian territories experienced two significant intifadas, which were essentially uprisings against Israeli rule. These movements bore witness to the deep-seated frustrations and the yearning for self-determination among the Palestinian population. During these intifadas, the Gaza Strip, a small yet densely populated coastal enclave, emerged as a focal point of the conflict. The region's significance extended beyond its strategic location. It became a microcosm of the broader struggles faced by the Palestinian people. Within the confined borders of the Gaza Strip, not only did political tensions escalate, but it also became the stage for severe humanitarian crises. The densely populated nature of the Gaza Strip meant that the impact of conflict was acutely felt by its residents. The challenges ranged from inadequate access to basic resources like water and electricity to the destruction of critical infrastructure. These conditions gave rise to a complex humanitarian situation, affecting the everyday lives of the people residing in the area. The significance of the Gaza Strip in the larger Israeli-Palestinian conflict cannot be overstated. Its struggles mirrored the broader challenges faced by Palestinians, encapsulating the quest for self-determination, the consequences of political turmoil, and the humanitarian toll on the population. Against the backdrop of political unrest, the Gaza Strip became a symbol of resilience and resistance. The challenges faced by its people drew international attention, sparking debates about the responsibility to protect civilians in conflict zones and the urgent need for a sustainable resolution to the broader Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Now, you may be asking yourself, why hasn't the broader Muslim world stepped in more actively to address these issues? The answer is complex and involves a variety of factors. Geopolitical considerations, internal divisions, and competing interests among Muslim-majority nations have collectively hindered a unified and decisive response. Geopolitics plays a crucial role in shaping the responses of Muslim-majority countries to the situation in Gaza. The intricate web of international alliances, historical rivalries, and strategic interests often influences the actions or inactions of these nations. As a result, the complexities of the geopolitical landscape contribute to the challenges of achieving a cohesive and coordinated intervention. Internal divisions within the Muslim world further complicate matters. The diversity of political systems, ideologies, and priorities among Muslim-majority nations means that reaching a consensus on how to address the situation in Gaza is no easy feat. These internal divisions create obstacles to the formation of a unified front, making it challenging to implement effective and collective measures. Additionally, the presence of competing interests among Muslim-majority nations poses a significant barrier to a unified response. Different countries may have divergent perspectives on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, shaped by historical alliances, economic considerations, and regional power dynamics. These conflicting interests can impede collaborative efforts and hinder a comprehensive approach to addressing the challenges faced by the people of Gaza. In essence, the complexities of the geopolitical landscape, internal divisions, and competing interests within the Muslim world have combined to create a multifaceted barrier to more active and unified intervention in the Gaza conflict. Understanding these dynamics is crucial in grasping the intricate tapestry of global politics and the challenges faced by communities caught in the midst of long-standing conflicts. Despite widespread support for the Palestinian cause among Muslim populations worldwide, diplomatic actions have often been limited and direct military interventions have largely been absent. As we wrap up our journey through the intricate tapestry of the Palestine-Israel conflict, it becomes crucial to acknowledge that the path to resolution is marked by complexities, historical grievances, and the shared aspirations of two peoples in a troubled land. The widespread support for the Palestinian cause within Muslim communities globally is evident in the countless expressions of solidarity, protests, and calls for justice. However, when it comes to formal diplomatic actions, the response has been constrained by a variety of factors, including the intricacies of international relations, geopolitical considerations, and the challenges of achieving a consensus among diverse nations. While the Palestinian cause remains close to the hearts of many, direct military interventions by Muslim-majority nations have been notably scarce. This reflects an awareness of the potential escalation of conflicts, regional instability, and the recognition that a sustainable resolution requires more nuanced diplomatic approaches. As we conclude our exploration of this complex conflict, it is essential to approach the situation with a recognition of its multifaceted nature. Historical grievances, deeply rooted narratives, and the intertwined aspirations of Israelis and Palestinians for a secure and prosperous future all contribute to the intricate tapestry of this enduring struggle. The path to resolution demands an understanding of the historical complexities, an acknowledgement of the pain experienced by both sides, and a commitment to finding common ground. It requires diplomatic efforts that transcend entrenched positions, recognizing the legitimate rights and aspirations of both Israelis and Palestinians. In closing, let us appreciate the importance of fostering dialogue, promoting understanding, and working towards a future where both peoples can coexist in peace. The journey toward a just and lasting resolution may be challenging, but it is a path worth traversing for the sake of a more harmonious and stable future in this troubled region. Stay tuned for more insights into global issues, and remember, understanding the past is key to shaping a better future. If you found this video enlightening, please like, share, and subscribe for more content.